Tulsa officials are praising police for their response after a gunman entered a medical building on Wednesday and opened fire, killing 4 people before taking his own life. Shay Smith has more.
I cannot begin to thank the men and women of the Tulsa Police Department for the immediate response that they had to the incident yesterday.
Tulsa Police Chief Wendell Franklin says at 4:52 the initial call came in from a third party who was on a video chat with someone at the medical building.
At 4:53 p.m., we received a 911 call about a shooter in a building. We then continued to receive multiple calls that were more specific on a shooter being on the second floor of the Natalie building.
At 4:56, the first group of Tulsa police officers arrived on scene. At 4:58, TPD says they heard one last gunshot, which they believe was the suspect taking his own life. Multiple Oklahoma law enforcement agencies responded to the shooting within minutes.
It's Tulsa Police, Tulsa Fire, Tulsa County Sheriff, FBI, ATF, Light Horse Police. I mean, I could go on and on. There were so many people, which really just tells you we have a lot of great people in this community that want to help.
Today, the mayor thanking the first responders who ran into the building to try and save others.
I spoke with an officer yesterday who's a seasoned veteran of the department, and he was one of the first people to get here. And he said, "Mayor, it was like the beaches of Normandy out there. Everywhere I looked, to my left and my right, there were officers running towards that building, jumping over bushes, getting around anything in their way between them and that threat so that they could save people." That is the law enforcement community that we have here.
Chief Franklin says his officers go through thorough training for not if, but when an incident like this happens. And on June 1st, it happened.
Because we have seen the violence that has taken place throughout the United States, and we would be naive not to think that that would not happen in our jurisdiction.
The shooter was later identified as Michael Lewis. Police say they found a letter on him that made it clear he came to the hospital to kill a doctor who he blamed for ongoing pain that he experienced following a back surgery.